What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of the Gulf Coast Premodern Gameplay Series. We're going to get into the action, but first, let's hear a little bit more about the decks. First up, we have Nolan playing Angry Elves. This is basically what happens when a normal elf deck decides to play Survival of the Fittest and starts doing pretty busted stuff. He's got the usual fast mana with Llanowar Elves, Fyndhorn Elves, Priest of Titania, and Gaia's Cradle. So this deck can go from a couple little creatures to a huge board really fast. The big engine is Survival, which lets him find whatever piece he needs, whether that's Squee for value, Genesis for the long game, or Anger to suddenly give the whole team haste. And once cards like Deranged Hermit or Kamal show up, the game can end out of nowhere. So while it may start with some harmless looking elves, this deck can turn into a stampede really quickly. Taking on Nolan is Hugh playing Gro-A-Tog. This is one of those decks that feels like it's always doing something small, but all of those small things add up really fast. He's got a ton of cheap card selection with Portent, Op, Sleight of Hand, Gush, and Accumulated Knowledge, so he can keep the cards flowing while he's setting up his threats. The main threats are Quirion Dryad and Psychotog, and both of them can get out of hand quickly in a deck full of cheap blue spells. Dryad can start growing early, while Tog gives Hugh a scary late game finisher that can end things out of nowhere. He also has plenty of interaction with Counterspell, Foil, Fire and Ice, and Swords to Plowshares. So this deck can play tempo or control depending on the matchup. Against Angry Elves, Hugh is going to want to slow the game down just enough to turn the corner. Now that you know the players and the decks, let's jump into the action. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back.
Yeah, man. Glad to be back. Glad to be watching a little magic here from the last weekend. It's kind of like a brand new game because I don't even remember birding this match. I think they were going while we were playing.
Yeah, I think so too. I do not remember anything that happened, but I do know Nolan and Hugh both said that this was an interesting game.
Okay. I like interesting. Looks like Hugh doing the proper thing of checking ahead of time to make sure that his his sideboard is good and doesn't have any sideboard cards in there. I saw him do that before we get started. And looks like we might have some rock, paper, scissors action coming up to decide the play draw. How do you like to resolve your play draw? Do you like to do high roll? Odd even? What do you like?
I prefer odd even, but I know most people like high roll.
I think odd even is easier, but it feels like you have more of a chance of winning with high roll, but that could just be a placebo.
Yeah, I don't know the odds if they're not straight 50-50. Like it
they
is
probably
for
are.
odd even.
There's exactly 2 dice versus 1, so it's the same amount, you know, and so there's the same amount of odd or even opportunity as there is of, you know, high or low. I don't actually know, but you know what? That's not why we're here. We're here to see some rock, paper, scissors. So, and they each have their own. Looks like I can't tell who's got what. So,
no, the glare, man.
Yeah, we've got I think we've got a fix for that. So, sorry for the glare thus far, but we do have some fixes for the lighting situation. So, we'll find out pretty quick who won the rock, paper, scissors here. But we're gonna go ahead and see if both players can keep a 7. It looks like Hugh's got a couple sleight of hands, counterspell. Hugh did win, chose to play, starting at 19 with a sleight of hand from a City of Brass. Pretty solid.
That is a good start and a good hand for Gro.
Yeah. I think the sooner they get like fluid mana online and card selection begins, that's like he's already playing his game. You know what I mean? I
think you want the portent here.
I was gonna say
no.
I don't think. Okay. Yep. And now he's probably really regretting not taking that fire ice. I don't know that he knew.
He
when
did take
Nolan's
the
playing.
fire ice.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so he'll probably pass. Let him commit to the board a little bit here. Maybe drop another one drop, another like a fin horn or something, and try to blow him out. Oh, he says, okay, I'll just come in for one. Nolan probably sniffing that out. Looks like, was that a wirewood?
No, it's 2 mana.
Was it a wall of roots,
like
maybe?
A wall of roots, yeah.
Yeah, that, again, apologies for the glare. It's not going to be an issue going forward. So we're still getting our footing here. This was our first event that we recorded. So although this video is out several weeks after, yeah, there's the wirewood. Okay, I knew he had one in his hand. Even though this video is coming out several weeks after, we played the event, we recorded a lot of footage over the course of a weekend, and we've just been sort of slow dripping them out. So anyways, yeah, gonna get that taken care of. We are gonna see the fire and ice. He's just gonna take out the wirewood and the elf here while he's.
He bounces.
Why did he put it back? Oh, he bounced it in response. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, the symbiote.
Another slight. Okay. Man, him in those City of Brass.
Yeah.
What was that? So he's got the City of Brass.
It looks like an AK.
Thinking of. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so he's going to... And I think I see a gemstone in his hand. Yeah, there's the gemstone. Yep. And he's just going to send it back.
I believe he's at 16 right now.
Yes, I think you're right. He did say at some point they kind of stopped paying attention to the life total on the dice because they're writing them down off screen. So something else we're going to be working on to try to get a better solution for. Is that a Yavimaya Granger?
That's an acolyte.
An acolyte. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yes, right. Multani's. Okay. Just a little card draw.
Yeah.
See if he probably pays the echo. I would think. I didn't get a great look. It looks like he's got that same Llanowar elf we know about. So he's gonna pay it. Yep. Take a draw for the turn. Probably run out an elf here, maybe a land. Get in for 2 while the getting's good. Gonna swords it.
So I believe Hugh is down to 15.
Okay, there's Nolan going down to 21. Get himself a mountain. Is there any reason to do that without a need for? I mean, obviously, he gets the mountain to turn on anger.
Yeah.
Is this just like now's as good a time as any? I've got plenty of green sources.
Yeah, I mean, you only have 5 shots of getting a mountain.
So sometimes you think it's just good. It's just correct to get it while you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, every other source he has is a green source. So I don't think that one red source is going to hurt him.
Okay, I didn't see the priest come down. That must have been last turn while we were talking.
Correct.
I did see Nolan go ahead and fix the life totals there, so I don't know that that's still accurate because he's been tapping the City of Brass a lot. But
it's been horned.
Yep. See an activation.
Oh, here's the hermit.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh.
And that's going to get a counter. Bold to go to do that into a table full of untapped mana. I mean, you got to go for it, I guess.
Yep.
Another AK. If you're Hugh, is there any world where you AK first if you planned on doing it already.
I don't think so. I think he has another counterspell in hand.
Oh, true. Okay, that makes sense.
And just bluffing
I mean,
counterspell.
Yeah,
mana.
I guess at that, yeah, I guess it's really 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Nolan's gonna try to get in on the ground. Yeah, I think he should actually. I think Hugh should be like at like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
go. This makes much more sense. Yeah,
Okay.
this makes. I was gonna say he's
Yeah.
been crashing in with the elves. This makes a lot more sense. Okay, we're gonna see.
Here comes another hermit.
Yeah, hermit, and
There's the
he's
other
got the
counterspell.
I mean, you gotta. He's putting a clock, a small, albeit a smaller clock. He is at 6, and he's effectively at some point gonna double stone rain himself because he won't be able to use those Cydia brass.
And I believe we're going to see a dryad here.
Sure, that's good.
That's going to stop those pokes.
Yeah. See a gush. Okay, pick up the islands. Probably play one back out. Another one. So he should be at 4.
Now this is a bad spot for Nolan.
Yeah, I don't think he has any reach. He does play a Masticore, but I don't think that's... I don't think that would even be enough here. I mean, you could start... I mean, he's got a graveyard filled, so that... Psychotog's gonna probably go the distance, if I had to guess.
Yeah, his hand is equal to 6 damage currently. Yeah, 6 damage in his hand.
6 in hand, is that... Well, he's got 4 cards, it's 1 point per card, right, in hand?
And then it's half a card in hand per graveyard activation. So if he pitches all 4 and then he eats all 4, that's 6 damage.
I got you, okay. So what does Nolan need to draw here? I mean, is there anything? I mean, a Genesis, maybe?
Genesis would be a very good draw. Masticore would probably be fine.
I mean, obviously, if he could get his hands on a Kamal.
He doesn't have Kamal mana. Oh, there's the Genesis in the graveyard.
Okay.
That's big.
That is big. So that thing can do a lot of blocking. And I have a feeling...
Genesis, he can buy back his hermits. But that's a huge hit.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point you gotta just start turning things sideways, I think, if you're Hugh.
I'm trying to count how many cards are in his graveyard.
Yeah, I was trying to do that too. Hugh at 3 life and a mountain in play, and you just wish the next card you ripped would be a bolt. Left him at home. He's gonna... Okay, yeah, we'll see him buy back the hermit. It's gonna take him a full turn cycle to...
It will.
To get this out, assuming that these things live.
But applying some blockers here, I think is good.
But you're... And you're at a high enough life total that I think even if the Tog goes unblocked, assuming he's at 20, you're okay with that. So he's gonna, I think he's gonna draw 3 here. I think I saw 2 in the graveyard. Yeah, 2. Hugh, a very good player, knows what's happening. Probably not going to get busy here. Just probably happy to let Nolan play into whatever shenanigans.
No, I think he has to attack here. He doesn't want Nolan to find a guy's cradle and have access to all kinds of mana because you left these dorks on the field.
Yeah, but if you attack, I don't think Nolan's blocking. Is my thing. I don't think he can make. I mean, he's swinging for 7 as it is. Assuming he's at 20, he's swinging for 7, and he probably has maybe another 6 points.
Well, he has 6 points just in his hand.
Right.
And a gush would equal another 9, 12 if he could get a gush. So, I mean, that's...
I see a swords. I see a land. Yeah, I don't know that he's incentivized to attack here. Because he has the mountain in play. If he goes Gaia's Cradle, slam Anger, slam anything, you're dead. I mean, he's at 2.
Oh, fair enough. But Anger has to be in the graveyard.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, he can't. There's no world he attacks there. He's going to draw off the port. I mean, he can go to 1. I guess 1's as good as 2, so might as well. City of Brass officially turned off.
Yeah. He'll probably get the planes here for that swords. Yeah.
Yeah. And he may even be interested in swordsing his own creature, his own dryad, if he's got a follow-up. Just to buy himself some more time. If his plan is all in on Gro-A-Tog, just getting there. I didn't see if he had a wonder in his graveyard. I don't think.
He doesn't play Wonder.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, you're right. I'm looking at the list right now, yeah.
Gro-A-Tog typically doesn't play Wonder.
Okay. So, yeah, there's the gush. Pick up the islands. Draw 2. See if he found a foil. And he did, yep.
Oh, he did.
Maybe thinking about what else he wants to pitch to it. Yeah, double island. Okay. Nolan's not in a terrible spot.
No, not at all. That is a very big dryad. And probably almost a lethal Gro-A-Tog. If it can get through.
Hugh also play. Yeah, okay. So we'll see the swords. Yeah, see, there we go.
Yeah.
It's going to get the counter. He's going to buy himself the time. Gain himself 10.
Yeah, that's huge.
Go back to 12. He can play a little more comfortably now. Yeah, he had to do that. I mean, otherwise he's, he pitched both of his islands to the foil. I don't think he had another one in hand. So, interesting.
Yeah, now his lands are back online.
Yeah.
Do you know what the card in the glare is on the bottom of Nolan's side?
Wasn't it a Multani's Acolyte? Or is that long gone?
I think that's long gone. I'm not sure.
If it's not, Then it could have been, well, we know the Wall of Roots is the one with the dice on it.
Correct.
So I guess to answer your question, no, I don't know what it is. Why? I've seen a Wirewood get cast. Could be a Llanowar Elves. Okay. Another sleight of hand. He's going to come in. I'll block with my wall. I'm not going to let you blow me out of nowhere.
Also like to point out, Nolan is another gold border enjoyer.
Oh, yeah. If it comes in a gold border, there's a good chance he owns it and he actively plays it.
Oh, yeah. And we love that for him.
Oh, yeah. Is that another Multani?
That's an Acolyte, yep.
Yep. Okay, so that's a Finhorn. What was it declared?
Getting busy with the Finhorn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the number 4 represents on the dice there.
That was his dice from the Wall of Roots that died.
Right.
Just living on the battlefield.
I love that. You know, that could mean 4 1/1 elf creature tokens. It could mean 4 mana in my mana pool. It could mean we're in turn 4 because we're past clock. It could mean anything. Yeah, no, that goes to the graveyard. Okay.
Yep.
He's going to come in with the Tog. He says, no problem. I'll throw the Acolyte in front of it. Here's Tog number 2. I think Nolan might have just been checkmate there. I think Tog number 2 is probably good enough.
Tog number 2 is...
It's rough.
I was just about to say, Nolan is a very good spot, being able to buy back the Acolyte.
Oh, and there's a survival in hand, too. So he's gonna, let's see what he does here. He's gonna fetch. He's playing with 6 mana. So he can start. I don't know what his other. Yeah, okay, so he's got another creature in hand. So he could go survival and go get a squee. That's probably what he's thinking about. When the elf player pulls himself closer to the table and sits up, then yeah, you gotta wonder what in the world's gonna come from that. So probably gonna see. Oh, okay. So Hugh probably gonna just like posture like he's okay. Yeah, he does have a counter spell. I didn't see that. Okay,
That's an opt.
that's an opt. Okay, opt and response draw. It's a swords. Swords is pretty good here. You got to posture like you have it, though. Now he can't have it, but take a little damage. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, gain a little life. Nolan will gain a little. And Hugh gonna take one. Play out the swords. Just go ahead and get rid of that. Nolan in no rush to activate this thing. He's gonna... Oh, I guess he's gonna do it on his instep.
Yeah, he tapped the...
Oh, in response to him
mana,
sorting
in
it.
response.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
I think right here, anger is what you get.
You don't think the squee?
No, I think the squeeze too much mana.
Okay, yeah, he'll get the... And then the anger... Oh.
He decided for Color of the Claw instead.
Okay, interesting. I guess that's... He's... Okay, it makes perfect sense because he plans to block with the Llanowar Elves here, tap,
Yep.
play the Collar, get himself a couple more dorks. So, yeah, he's gonna... yeah. Makes perfect sense. So, I'm gonna block... Before damage, I'm going to tap these for mana, pay the 3rd mana, play this out, get a couple guys from a trouble. Yeah, you can hear him explaining it to Hugh. I don't know that the viewers will be able to hear it, but we've got the audio here, so you're hearing him just basically say, "I'm going to declare blockers," and okay, looks like maybe looking up a rule here on his phone tablet.
Yep.
He does have one of those phones that like folds open into a tablet. It's pretty sick.
Every time he pulls that thing out, like, you just live with that in your pocket, man.
Yeah, I know Nolan was probably a guy who had a Palm Pilot back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
look at this. Yeah, he's like, no problem, dude. I got this. I can read the whole thing. I don't even have to shift. I'm good.
And I thought I was cool when I had a sidekick back in the day.
Oh, bro. Well, you were cool. We were cool. I had one too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, I see. So he's wondering if he plays that in combat still, he'll lose the mana if he goes outside of combat. And I think they were wondering if these die, can I still play this in combat after they've already died, but before we move to the next phase? The answer is yes. So just double checking on that. So he's going to play the Caller.
I don't think he gets...
He should. Because the way that Caller reads is, when Caller of the Claw comes into play, put a 2/2 green bear creature token in play for each non-token creature put into the graveyard from play this turn. So once damage has happened,
since he made the damage in the blocking step, they've moved on to the damage step. So he would lose that mana before the Llanowar Elves would die.
You're right. Interesting interaction. Yeah, because the Caller of the Claw is checking for creatures that have entered before.
That have died, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, you learn something new every day. Okay, so looks like a Multani's Acolyte, another card draw. He's just wondering, I think you have to start playing out dudes, because
yeah,
if he is removal, if he's got a fire here, we're just done. So he's going to opt. He's not even going to put it in his hand. He knows exactly what he's looking for. Another one there. Let's see what we got. That's on his end step. I'll gush on your turn. Draw 2. He's got a grip.
Yeah, I think a fire would close out this game.
Yeah, I think so too. Gonna peek. Take a peek.
Nolan's ability to survive right here is... And then he's gonna symbiote back the Acolyte.
Yeah, symbiote. Yeah, exactly. So he can draw another card next turn. Yep. Makes sense. Yep. Mouth dies. No problem. Okay.
Survival.
Yep. Survival the priest away. What do you think you get now?
I think
now
it's
you're just probably
time.
getting Masticore, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he went for the squee. Okay.
Okay.
I guess you need I guess now's is probably, it's not getting any better, and you need to.
We'll squeeze a free blocker every turn. He has the mountain.
Right. The problem is putting him into play does cost you 3 mana. And without all the dorks, he's only playing with around 4 mana right now.
Well, he has the 3 for that, and then he has the Acolyte bounce with the symbiote. So he's in a good blocking position right now.
So I'm starting to see why they said this was one of the games of all time. Because we are 29 minutes into game 1.
And here's a foil. That's
pretty big. Yeah, not bad. I don't know. You might have been priced into waiting for that foil for something that's like, he's got the squee. I guess if you foil that, he just picks it back up next turn. So
I think, okay. So he did have a 1-mana creature.
it's pretty good.
And that's a lethal graveyard, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. If it wasn't lethal before, it's very lethal now. See another Quirion.
Oh, he let the symbiote go. Interesting.
Yeah, because he's not really interested in paying its echo.
No, the symbiote's been on the battlefield.
Oh, you're right.
That's
you'll have to forgive me. This is not a deck that I'm... I feel like elves, you kind of have to be a sicko, and you have to know... You just kind of have to know elves, and I'm not... Unfortunately. I'm learning as I go. Are we counting Genesis mana? Oh, yeah, it's a cool deck. Are we thinking about Genesis? I think he's counting his mana if he can still play a squee, get Genesis back.
Yeah, I think...
Or get... Yeah, and he's probably playing.
He's going to get the squee back.
Oh, okay.
The Acolyte.
Just draw another card. He's going to get that. Okay. If he drew a Gaia's Cradle, I think he's cooking with gas, but... Okay, we'll see the squee come out. And...
Symbiote.
Okay, replay Symbiote.
Oh, so there was another symbiote on the field. Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. Two. We'll see the Multani come out, draw a card. He's looking at those cards in his hand thinking, are these getting any better? I'll play a priest.
An anger in the graveyard would be very good right now.
Yeah, I think the issue is just that he hasn't really had the mana to be able to do that, right?
Yeah, and that's where the priest comes in. If he had an anger, he would have priest mana right now.
Right.
And that would be an extra 4 mana.
Yeah, I think the issue so far has just been that he hasn't really had an opportunity to go get it and then cast it or pitch it to the survival, I guess, rather.
Yeah, and he's playing 4 Gaia's Cradles. So not seeing a Cradle here is
rough, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if he gets Cradle, he could just kind of start doing whatever he wants.
Yep.
That's when you start seeing these like big chains of like, pitch this, go get something else. Pitch this, go get something else.
Yeah, that's... I mean, you got Quirion Ranger to untap lands and bounce creatures to play out the Acolyte to draw, and you just chain stuff.
Yeah, he's literally just... I mean... Is that Hugh's library?
That is Hugh's library.
I mean, he might just be like, dude, I can just not ever die and just mill you out. I mean, we might be playing towards a alternate win condition. Okay, like to draw a card. Thank you. I'd like to draw another card. Sure. I would like to play an elf. And please, for the love of God, give me a Gaia's Cradle. For the love of all things holy, give me a Gaia's Cradle.
So he has a lot of mana with Priest right now.
He does. Yeah. Okay, so I think he's just going to scoop. He's looks like that was Hugh scooping, saying, I can never get past this wall of elves you've created. It's not going to happen.
Yep.
Nolan taking it down in a game that looked relatively grim. Let's jump right over to game 2.
It's going to be a lot tougher for Nolan.
Post-board.
Correct. With
Engineered
plagues and pyroclasms coming in.
Yep. Probably Ray of Revelation, I would think, also comes in. On Hugh's side. Probably Meddling Mage. Meanwhile, what if you're Nolan? If you're on the elf side, what are you bringing in? Are you bringing in like Naturalize, or is this just not about that sort of thing? Tangle Wire.
I think you're bringing in Crypts.
Yeah, you don't think Crypt is a trap against Psychotog decks?
I do think it's a trap most of the time.
That wasn't a trick question. I also think it is. I was just curious what your thoughts were. I think it's on paper it looks real good, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they've shown you accumulated knowledge. You know, hard to pass it up, but I don't know if it's good enough. I think that I just mean that in general. But, you know, we're not playing the game, we're watching, so let's see how they let's see what Nolan does. Turn 1 elf. Who would have thought? Does look like let's see. I see a Ray of Revelation. Yeah, he's got the Pyroclasm, he's got the Ray. Looks like he's got another Slight. Maybe I couldn't get a good look. Okay, skipping the mountain? Yeah, skipping the mountain, so maybe he has another fetch in hand.
I'm pretty sure I saw the anger in hand for Nolan.
Okay. So I think he's going to go for a survival here. No. Call of the Herd.
Calling.
Oh. He's calling. And I'm going to counter that. That is, I don't know that I like that. I mean, it's already going to the graveyard. You're saving yourself the 3 mana. I mean, I guess. Or the 3 damage.
He just drew the swords. If he didn't have an answer for the 3 damage every turn, that could be a pretty substantial clock.
I'm just not a fan of hitting it on the way into the graveyard, you know? It feels really bad to trade a card for a token, to me. But I get it. You know, I get it. If it should signal to Nolan the texture of Hugh's hand, of that, like, if you were worried about the 3/3, then I've got to turn the gas on now. Like, I can't wait. As he plays a Tangle Wire.
Yep.
And Tangle Wire going to do some good work here, getting some pressure on. I think you will be cooking a little bit, because City of Brass says when this becomes tapped, not when it is tapped for mana. I've been known to kill an opponent with their own City of Brass by hitting them over the head with it by porting it for 9 turns in a row. This is the thing that's happened. Okay, we'll see Nolan playing the Tangle Wire correctly, removing the counter first, and then choosing to tap 3 things, including itself, so you're really only losing the 2 lands, which you've got the Dork to help with. Tangle Wire going to buy him probably quite a lot of time here, I would guess. Pyroclasm?
Think so.
Yeah, 2 for 1. Yep. I take a damage. You lose your dudes. This goes to 2. You get 1 land to untap with. If you've got a second land, which doesn't look like he does, gonna untap that with the Quirion Ranger.
Yeah, it looks like we're having some mana problems on Nolan's side.
Yeah, I think the... Okay. See Gush. Oh, there's an Engineered Plague. Did you see that?
I did not, but that is...
I think you just slam a land for turn, play Engineered Plague, name Elf, and just hope it's good enough. We'll see if Nolan brought in any of his naturalizes. We know he brought in the Tangle Wires and the Call of the Herds. We'll see what else he brought in.
Yeah, Nolan's a smart
Hugh,
man.
Yeah, he is. Oh, okay. I guess he's not really incentivized. He'll let him play to the board a little bit more before he gets that Engineered Plague online. I guess it makes sense.
That makes
And
sense. Yeah,
and he'll have swords up.
we're not.
Okay. Values the selection. That looks like a shuffle to me. Yeah. Draw. It's another slight. 2 mana for...
I think that was an Acolyte.
Acolyte, yep, you're right. I'll return the forest, replay it, make another mana, play an elf. Go.
He did draw the Master Core.
Okay. That's pretty good, knowing the texture of Hugh's hand. It involves the... Yeah, Engineered Plague just looks too juicy not to slam on the table right now. The problem is, I think that the game is not necessarily about that anymore. I think this Mastercore is going to try to go the distance.
But Hugh has swords.
He does. He does, yep.
And this is cutting Nolan back to 2 mana. So you're so far off right now from Massacre mattering.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's going to see, yeah, that's good enough for him. All right, fair enough. Yeah, black has some nasty sideboard options, man. I mean, really, just like super disrespectful sideboard options in black.
Yeah, I've been on the side of some dystopias that have hurt my feelings.
How about a gloom into a dystopia? Then I duress you and take the only thing that you could do instead. Go. Your turn. Have fun.
But when you're the guy doing it, it definitely feels good.
Feels better than when it's done to you, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Trying to make out Hugh's hand. I saw a Psychotog, a swords, maybe a sleight of hand. Drew a City of Brass for the turn. Yep. Okay. I was Mox Diamond, looks like. Maybe had the Mox, but didn't have the second land. I think that might have been the only reason why we wouldn't have seen the Mox come down on turn 1. Unless he was worried about getting it naturalized. Which could also be a thing. If you're not planning on using both the mana, there's no sense in putting it out and walking into naturalized.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Survival, go ahead.
Unless you wanted to counter a survival.
Yeah.
Which elves with survival early and elves without survival early?
Big difference.
2 different games.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, at LobsterCon, I did play against Angry Elves, and he had survival on turn 2 both games, and it wasn't happening for me. It was very rough. Nolan gonna be a good sport. Try to keep the dice life total up to speed. Looking into getting a just a little tablet with a life counter on it for the future of the channel. So we'll see if that ends up panning out. I'm not sure how it'll look on camera, like if it'll pick up any glare or anything, or you'll be able to see it. So we're gonna try that out, I think. But
Learning as we go.
for now, we've got dice. As long as there's been magic, there's been dice. Get rid of the City of Brass. I will say, playing a diamond into discard a City of Brass feels pretty good. Feels like you gain 6 life.
Absolutely. I mean, the first game, those cities beat him up.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah, we might have had a different outcome if he didn't have to swords his own guy.
What does he value here? Is it just more dorks?
I think it's squee. Are you saying for this activation on the survival?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be squee. The first one's always squee, almost always, like usually. Especially when he's not showing any. If he had a Tormod script out, maybe not, but yeah, I think here Nolan's going to play kind of a 1-2 punch angle here. He's, not really facing down a ton of pressure. We're going to see another Multani draw card. I'm going to play Wirewood Symbiote. It's pretty good. And
that's very good. The interaction between Multani's Acolyte and Wirewood Symbiote is just chef's kiss.
Oh, yeah. Hey, nice accumulated knowledge, buddy.
Is that
Hugh
what you
down? No. I was just making a joke that, you've got AK, I've got Wirewood Symbiote into
right.
Multani's Acolyte. I draw 3.
Have you ever played against an elf deck with Glimpse?
No, I actually haven't played against elves very often. I think I've only played against it twice in the two-ish years that I've played Premodern.
Well, Glimpse isn't in Premodern. It was an old.
That would explain
the
why I've
old
never played
Legacy
against
elves. Yeah, it's the.
I know elf. I will say. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Whenever you play a green creature, draw a card.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I'll have to hit up Ross and see. Ross was a very well-known elves player. I for the life of me cannot convince him to play Premodern. I'm like, dude, elves is a tier 1 deck. I mean, in some people's eyes, it's definitely good, and he has no interest in playing the format. I couldn't even convince him with elves. We don't have Crater Hoof. We have Kamal Fist of Kroza. It's not
which
good
is
enough
better
for Ross.
than Crater
It is
Hoof.
better. It is better.
Maybe not actually better, a better card, but
if it was an elf,
I like it more.
It would be better. I also like it more. And if it was an elf, okay, there's a Pyroclasm. He's gonna save his best thing, which I didn't get a chance to see. Was maybe a Fenhorn that he picked up?
Mm. I was
Portent.
looking over the deck list and didn't see.
He says, I'm just going to come in for 1. 2. Pick up for the turn. Pretty good. Another redraw. I haven't seen a single guy's Cradle in any of these 3 games.
Nope.
I'm starting to believe maybe he doesn't actually own them.
I saw him in our matches, so I know he has them.
I'm just kidding. Hugh got a pretty stacked hand here.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I don't think he's any near. Yeah, he's gonna force some action here. So he's like, if you want to kill this thing, then I
they're
need you
in
to.
turns. I see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We are at 51 minutes. So yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to finish this game out in 2
I think we're gonna end up with we're gonna draw it. I counter that. And I don't know that Hugh can get. Yeah, he says back to you, back to me, back to you, back to me. And can you kill me in 2 turns? You're on
one
turn 4.
This is turn 4, so. And 17 is, I think, out of reach right now.
If he like double gushed, he can't even do that. No, I think he's got like 9 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8, 9. Yeah, 9 damage on board to Nolan's 17. And he says, I'll play a second Tog and come in for 1. Yep. And we draw.
Yep.
Good games.
That
all right. Well, that was
man.
fun. Yeah, the first game was where all the heat was, but yeah, that was a fun match to watch over. I like that.
It was. I love me some elves and Gro-A-Tog. They're 2 of my favorite decks in the format.
Hopefully, we'll get you on elves next time, huh?
Yeah, I ordered a lot of the cards that I didn't have recently.
Very sick. All right, well, that was fun. You guys stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment below, let us know if there's anything you want to see on the channel. We got a lot more coming, so stay tuned.
Yep. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you, Alex.
Pleasure as always, and we'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Peace.